Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing today? True Crime King back. Good to see you guys. All right, so today I'm going to be taking a look at the disappearance of Nicola Bulley. She went missing over in England on Friday, January 27th. Bulley drove from her home to the nearby village of St. Michael's, where, after dropping off her children at school at approximately 8:40 in the morning, this is over in England, remember, she walked along the River Wyre, W-Y-R-E. I don't know how you pronounce it over in England. Sorry if I butchered it. With her dog Willow. At 8:53, Bulley sent an email to her employer. At 8:57, she sent a text to a friend to arrange a play date for their children that week. She then joined a Microsoft Teams call at 9:01, keeping her phone's camera and microphone disengaged. So it was, I guess it was blank, right? She was last seen at approximately 9:10 a.m. on a riverside field, walking with her dog off the leash. At 9:20, Bulley's phone was believed to be in the vicinity of a riverside bench. At 9:30, the team's call was ended by its host. So the call that she was on was ended by Nicola at 9:30. At 9:33, a passerby discovered Bulley's phone, which was still connected to her conference call, on the bench. Her dog was found alone near the bench and showed no signs of having been in the river. The dog's harness was found on the ground between the bench and the river. All right, and now we're going to look at a video, and I'm going to react to it. So here we go. Hey, and real quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to Catherine R. This is a subscriber request. Catherine, she lives over in England and wanted me to do a video or some videos on this case. So, yeah, shout out Catherine, and thanks for stopping.
But forensic search and rescue specialist Peter Faulding, who selflessly joined the underwater search for the 45-year-old, says he's been made a scapegoat for the force's failings. And former Met Police Senior Detective Simon Harding says the blame lies firmly with the police, who he believes have let down Nicola's family with a string of mistakes and unanswered questions during the case. And I'm delighted to be joined by both Peter and Simon now. So, Peter, let me start with you, because your reputation has been on the line here and you feel like you are being made a scapegoat today.
Absolutely, Simon. Dan, sorry. The police have been searching this river for 3 weeks with divers, with side-scan sonar, the same equipment as we had, and river search teams plus dogs, and Nicola has not been found. We searched that part of the river, the lower part of the river, for just 4 hours, and I can categorically say that from our sonar footage, which I've since reviewed, Nicola was not laying on the river bed. I can't see into the reeds. I'm not going to make that very clear, and I've always said that to the media. We cannot see into the reeds, but we can see what's under the boat, and I've got a crystal clear image of the actual riverbed.
Okay, but you never specifically searched that part of the river where she was found?
Yes, we did, Dan. We trawled like the police every day with our sonar. They did with their sonar, and there was no sign of Nicola on the under the water, I should say.
So look how shallow this river is, right? And so this guy searched the river before she was found in it, right? And he says he can categorically confirm that Nicola Bulley was not in this river when he searched it, or when they searched him and his team. So what does that mean, right? That means someone had to have went back and dumped her body in that river after they searched it. That's a ballsy move, right?
Not in the reeds. Our remit was not searching the riverbank or the reeds. To make that clear. So we ran the sonar down on day one, down about 2 or 3 miles down that river, and we never saw no sign of Nicola, as did the police for the last 3 weeks with their sonar device either.
And look, it seems pretty easy. You would be able to see a body on this riverbank, right? I mean, there's not much in the way to conceal the body.
So do you think the police searched the reeds and the riverbeds properly?
I can't really comment because I wasn't on that search, but all I can say is we searched upstream where the bench was, where I actually said there's no way she'd gone in the river at this point by the bench. It's too shallow, and she wouldn't have drowned at that point, and she would not have got washed under the weir. And I can say that and I'm happy to do a test at any time to prove that she couldn't have gone in at that point.
Okay.
So he's pretty confident, right?
Because obviously what people are trying to work out, Peter, is was Nicola Bulley in the river the entire time and not picked up by your search and by the police search? Or was she potentially put back into the riverbed?
Well, I don't want to start speculation. There is a potential. It's on a corner. It's a perfect deposition site, and it's right next to a wall. That is a possibility, but I don't want to spark speculation on that. But she was not in the river the day we searched. But the thing is with tide rivers...
What about where she was found specifically? What about where she was found specifically? Had you specifically... I know you didn't look into the reeds in the riverbed, but the riverbed, did you specifically search there?
Yes, we drove past it with a sonar. It was crystal clear. Nothing.
Absolutely no sign. Okay.
No sign. I would see...
I mean, he could be saying this just to, so he doesn't look incompetent, right? But, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, if someone went back there, after they knew the police are all over it and searching that area, then he or she was taking a big risk, right?
I would see a body extremely clearly on our sonar with it.
Let me know what you guys think. Do you think she was there the whole time, or do you think she was dumped? Put in the comments for me. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Without fail.
Okay, well look, stand by. Former Met Police Senior Detective Simon Harding, what do you think has gone on here?
I think firstly you've got to think of the timing of this. Really, you've got to have a lot of sympathy for the family today.
Absolutely.
And I think there's a time and a place where this will be dissected, and it's going to go that way. And you're looking at really, this started with a media problem. And a lot of people have touched on that, where the messaging that came out wasn't quite as balanced as it should have been, and I think that will be looked at. The police, albeit not on purpose, gave the impression that they were really fixed on one particular hypothesis and not the others. And I think then people started to think, well, the family don't believe you, so we're going to come to the scene, and then it became a real circus around the scene itself. But then I think you have to look at the fact that behind the scenes, the police, I have spoken to people, police are doing a really good job, have done a really good job. The conventional things that you would expect to be done and I have a lot of experience as an SIO with murder scenes in London and abroad, and I think they have done what they needed to do. There are complications, and in these kind of inquiries, missing persons inquiries, 170,000 people go missing a year, and people don't want this sort of information, and we got a feel for the family today, and it was especially where they said, please leave us alone, and it's become a bit of a circus down there. There's lots of things in this case which are going to come into question. The social media aspect to it.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. This is just my first video on this. I'm gonna do some more, so don't worry. I just wanted to give everybody a background of the case and update you guys on what's going on. So if you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't. And until next time, guys, True Crime King out.